everyone, and welcome back to my 1.7.3 Minecraft world. Today, we're going to do something just a little bit different from what I usually do, and I'm just going to give you a bit of a mini tour. At this point in the world, we have 1.5 days played, which means we're probably anywhere from 100 to 150 days into this world. Now, if you're curious why I'm doing a world tour so early, it's because I haven't uploaded in about a week, and I would just like to upload something, keep the channel active, and I haven't made a whole lot of progress since the last video. So to start off, this is the house that we began everything in. This is the dirt hut from day number 1. Over the past few episodes, we have had a few different additions as we went along that made it not just dirt. But here's the inside, nothing too crazy, just some storage with some fancy cobblestone and a bunch of random goodies. And right down here is our old mine shaft, which just goes all the way down to Y12. And then we've got some random storage here. So far in this world, this is about the only house that actually serves a function. This house right here was built with the intention of making it somewhat of like a fisherman's house. This house right over here is going to probably be a bread maker's house, somewhere where I just store a bunch of food. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this house yet. It's just like every other house, empty right now, and I need to decorate. And then the big massive house, I think I might make that my own at some point and probably put like a bit of a storage room in it, because it is pretty big, and you know I gotta live lavishly. Alright, so right over here, right next to my very first house over there, this is my makeshift tree farm. I gotta be completely honest, it does not work very well. The trees grow very slowly, so I don't know. I kind of just leave them there and it's decoration at this point, because if I chop them down, it'll just look kind of bare. What I've been doing in the more recent past is this patch of grass right here. I just plant a ton of trees, usually like an 8x8, and just go ham, chop down a bunch of wood from there. So right here is our lovely little picnic table at spawn. It was just one of the few things that I thought of for decoration. I'd still like to decorate this area a lot more, but that would require more resources that I don't yet have, mainly being building blocks, wool, and probably bone meal. And the centerpiece of my spawn town is just this well right here. I like it. It's pretty cute. Um, Actually, this took me like a hot second to build, because I think I tore it down about 2 different times. So yeah, I'm actually happy with how that turned out, especially in this version of Minecraft. There's not a lot you can do, so I like it. Moving right along, right over here is the future train station, which still needs a lot more decoration. I kind of brought this up in the last episode, and since then, I've actually added a rail system that goes out in that direction. And then this is just a rail system that's going to go over that way. As for decoration in here, I'd like at some point to add like a chandelier, maybe one there and one there. And then obviously I need to texture all of these walls. I like how I did this one, and I think I'll continue with that same style. It's very simple, but there's not really a whole lot we can do in this version. The blocks are limited. So I just need to repeat that exact style all across these walls. And eventually, I think this will probably be my mine. As you saw earlier, I covered up the mine, my original mine, over in my dirt hut. So this is probably where I'm going to be. This is probably what I'm going to be working with. I mean, all in all, I'm pretty happy with how this area has turned out. As you can see, there's kind of a wall that goes around it that keeps it enclosed. That way it really kind of feels like a little bit of a village. One thing I didn't mention earlier is my dock over there. I take very much pride in my dock, because whenever I needed a boat to go get sand, which is off in that direction, um, my dock came in handy because my boat liked to escape every single time I came back. So that's nice. And boats in this version are weird, man. Now, off in the distance there, you can kind of see what I've been working on. Um, And to anybody who is like, "Oh my gosh, I hate when people make rails and they're just floating," don't you worry, we're not quite done yet. It is going to have pillars that go down. Trust, trust. It's a work in progress. But yeah, as for the spawn area, I'm pretty happy with it right now. There are definitely a few more things I'd like to do here, but ultimately, I think it's looking pretty good. All right, let's go take a ride in my little minecart system, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on with this and where it's leading to. So we'll just do that, and we're off. We are off. I actually love this form of travel. Like, I think in newer versions of Minecraft, you don't really get this experience. It's a little bit calming in a way, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, I started off pretty low, so I just like slowly and gradually brought this up to I think Y80. Oops. I think that yeah, we're at Y80. So I feel like this is high enough to get an idea of what's going on around here. And over there, you might be able to see here's my little village. Pretty nice, pretty cute. So the absence of a regular upload this week was kind of just due to me not making very much progress. I actually did record a video, but it didn't work out very well. So this is the first time this has made it into this channel, but this is my big dig. This is the big dig. I've actually been working on this for quite a while, and I wanted to save it for an episode where I actually got around to it and made a lot of progress. So the last video that I filmed that I probably won't be posting was kind of just finishing up this rail, explaining what the big dig was, and yeah. So I kind of wanted to make a bunch of farms here, big dig, and we have all these different farms, passive mob farm, a statue, and then like maybe a sand duper or whatever other farms I could find. But I think I'm actually going to take this a completely different direction, which will likely be something similar to what Good Times with Scar did back in I think Hermitcraft Season 7. I think his was literally called the Big Dig too. But basically, I kind of want to have like nether portals down here, and this kind of be my area where I head into the nether. I still really want to utilize this rail system for anything nearby, but I figure the nether might come in handy if I ever need to go somewhere else. So I kind of want it to be a little bit further away from spawn. That way I have to pretty much utilize this. It feels just nostalgic to have a rail system, so we never really use them nowadays. So yeah, I like the idea of possibly having like nether bricks kind of tying into the stone and the grass, and like maybe having a bunch of leaves that are coming up as like vines or something. As for the last video, um, like the sign said, I kind of wanted to put a mob farm here. Um, but for whatever reason, I decided I was going to try and reinvent the wheel, and I was going to just try and come up with my own mob farm, which, by the way, I don't have any experience in this version, so I don't really know what I was thinking. Um, Originally, I think I don't know how this was set up originally. It wasn't like this, obviously. Like this is a mess right now. This was just me in desperation trying to figure out how to get mobs to spawn. I actually think I got like maybe one cluster of mobs that spawned, and that was about it. So I kind of gave up, and I think what I'm gonna end up doing is probably making a mob farm elsewhere, which I'll actually show you guys where I want to put it. But yeah, I'm kind of just gonna light that up, cover it up, and like I said before, kind of design this to where it looks like it's tying into the nether. And this right here, I didn't know this was here when I made the big dig. And originally I kind of wanted to get rid of it. As you can see, it's literally one block off from at least being central on one side, you know what I mean? I don't know what to do yet. So maybe give me suggestions. Should I keep this? Should I get rid of it? I don't know what to do. It really is halting um my progress on this because I did like all of this digging in like 1 or 2 days, and it has been probably 2 weeks since I like dug a block out of here. just because I don't know what to do with this spider spawner yet. So yeah, that's a big dig. That's a lot of chests. That's all my cobblestone. I got all my dirt right here. Um, a decent amount of ores. I used a lot of it for the rails over there, which is kind of funny because I have a ton left over. I did not mean to make that many rails. I thought I would need that much, but yeah. Oh, and this chest is great. This is like most of my tools from the big dig. Granted, a few of them did break because I am not. It's kind of hard to know when they're about to break. I mean, I don't think there's a way to tell your durability on this version, but yeah. I broke probably close to 5 tools maybe from that dig, and then a bunch of other tools when I was mining other times. But yeah, let's head right down here, and I'm gonna show you guys where I want to put some farms here in a little while. All right, so maybe that wasn't very far. Um, it may be a bad idea, but I really want to do it here. All right, I really want to put some farms right here, and I kind of like the idea of using the snow and making a bit of a like modern look to it, maybe snow and stone. I would use clay. It's like I feel like clay and snow like they go really well together. But dude, clay is it's like it's impossible, bro. It is so hard to get a decent amount of clay in this version. So yeah, I'm thinking right there would be like a really nice spot. I'm thinking, like I said earlier, I tried to reinvent the wheel. It wasn't working. I'm just gonna follow an Ethos Lab tutorial from like 11 years ago, man. Like my brain, nah, it's not working for that. So we're gonna follow a tutorial. Maybe we'll make like 1, 2, make like fancy towers. I don't even know yet. I don't know. But I do gotta make sure that they actually function because that was just depressing back there. The big dig, I was so ready for some mobs to spawn and they just never did. Anyways, guys, that is just about it for my little world tour. I'm gonna say like 100 days because aside from that dig, this really does represent probably about 100 days of just playing in Minecraft. Actually, that dig was probably a big portion of that. It was probably at least 75. At least half of the time in this world was on that dig, I swear. So yeah, that's the progress in my world. I hope to make a lot more progress. I need to actually play some this week. For the past week, I've pretty much just played Pokemon Go, which it's embarrassing, okay? But I've been trying to be a little bit more active, and I go out for walks like quite a bit, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can just sit here and play Pokemon Go while I'm walking. So yeah, over the past week or so, I have gotten extremely into Pokemon Go, and I've just been playing it non-stop, man. Alright guys, if you made it to the end, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and yeah, upload hopefully next Friday, maybe? I don't know. I don't know when I'll upload, but I'm gonna upload something, okay? Trust. It's gonna happen, man. Alrighty. Bye-bye, and have a good day. Bye-bye.